I'm standing on Karsh Street, and from here you can access the park down that way towards Elizabeth Manley Field, or back this way up the Karsh Park side. Both very long and narrow. Each way it's 500 meters, so 500 meters that way, 500 meters back towards Elizabeth Manley. So I'm on the Elizabeth Manley side. This is Ward 10, and this is supposed to take 475 trees. See, they cut down a lot of trees, but it looks like they've already planted caliper trees in place. So I guess they just want some more shrubs in here to top it up. Quite a lot of big trees came out, and you can see it's really narrow between the two sets of houses on either side of the path. This is that little teeter-totter park split, partway, third of the way down the Karsh, or the Elizabeth Manley side, rather. And now we're just on the other side of that teeter-totter split, and you can see it's a bit more jungly in here where they took out the trees. You can see the opening in the distance up there, which is Elizabeth Manley Park. But they have also planted some caliper trees in this jungly area. Similar to the other sites, the brush or the competition comes up to my head in many cases, which as we know is about 7 feet tall, and some areas it's really short. Some areas it looks like it's been manicured a bit. We might want to get in here with a brush cutter or something before we plant, I'm not sure. This is quite typical of most of the site. So maybe a brush saw, or maybe we just plant in the more open areas, but the more open areas have lots of woody debris on the ground, although maybe that would save on mulch. And then it goes from wherever there's no woody debris to lots of competition. It's pretty much what we have here, and then it opens on to Elizabeth Manley Park down there. I'm now coming back into the Karsh Park side. You can see the access is crazy easy with a path right down the middle. You can see the stumps in the grassy areas have caliper trees near them. I'm assuming they want us to do the more brushy areas in behind. Again, this side has more of the same. You see in the center of the picture a caliper tree has been planted, and other trees have been removed in and amongst there. Not much distance from the houses on this side to the houses on this side. I think maybe 20 meters. Fair amount of slash on the ground, but when you look at it from above, it's fairly open. Looking at it from the side, it's pretty green. Same on both sides of the path. Come over here, and it's fairly open for planting, and it's really not too bad. Lots of stuff about my head height, but easy to get down to the ground in between. I think there's maybe only 4 or 5 meters at the most of plantable area on either side of the path, at the most. And it seems like it just goes on. And I'm coming up to the split, the first big open field right there on the Karsh side. Can see more access to parking lots there. There's a playground and quite wooded areas. This looks like a bigger area here at the split, but it's very open. Some caliper trees planted, and quite a lot of debris in here. It looks like they just chipped it on site. Lots of sections here on the Karsh side with no stumps, and I assume we would not be planting, but on this side over here, a few little stumps. So it could be a bit of distance between the trees. And this is the final split of the Karsh side. That leads out to the road. This goes on further to the end of the park. You can see stumps, but I don't think we'd really be planting down there because it looks like they put in caliper trees. More stumps than they have replaced with trees, so I'm really not sure what's going to happen. That's it for this site.